Up, Aries, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I was saying this in the Leo video that I just posted. I'm gonna say it again in the Sagittarius video. You guys know I change the order of my readings every single month, so I always start with the sign who is in their birthday time, and then it's just random after that. But I've noticed that every time I put fire signs last more than any other sign, well, any other element rather, you guys go nuts. Oh my goodness. So I'm just saying that I love you guys. Thank you for those who are patient. But yeah, guys, I work as often as I can. Just remember that I have personal readings I'm doing in between, questions I'm always answering, a son who's always doing so much. So yeah, I do my best to just balance work and life. But I feel good, guys. I really feel good about this month. I really feel like, and a lot of you probably noticed, I just wasn't able to put out as much content as I did when I started. So I'm finally feeling like myself again. There's just so much I had to release and so much shit I was going through and so much that was holding me back. So I love y'all, okay? I love y'all. I'm here. Let's do this. So, all right, February 2019. What is going on for my lovely and very anxious Aries? All right, guys. Let's see what's up. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. General reading, whatever pops up, pops up. I do not expect it to resonate with 100% of people. That's what personal readings are for. All right, guys. So I'll talk about personal readings at the end if anyone's interested in getting one. And just know, guys, every day I do post a daily energy on Instagram on my story, High Vibrations 44, if you ever want to check that out. All right, so what is going on with the sign of Aries, or with the sign Aries for February 2019? Let's learn how to speak English first, Lissette. All right. All right, what are y'all going through? So we have past, your present, and future. Okay, guys. So the energy you have here is the Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, a lot that you're trying to kind of get through in life, you're trying to debate rather what's going to be the best step for you in something. But this is a card about finding balance. Now behind that we have the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. So you guys are really trying to find balance in a situation where you could have felt forced, okay? Or there could have been some sort of limbo that you know that you have to move past. But with the Nine of Swords, it's something that you guys were probably very anxious about, okay? Something that you may have been losing sleep over. So let's see how everything unfolds, all right? Now, going towards the past, we have the Two of Wands as your first card. So this is when we decide there's a there's a route we want to take that we're very passionate about, okay? Why is this Two of Wands here? What is this? We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, let me pull one more card. And the Six of Swords in the reverse. So you could have been in a place where you were having a hard time moving away from something, but you still had passion. Maybe the passion was for what you were moving away from, or maybe you're just having that difficulty while you still have your eye on some sort of prize. With the Page of Pentacles, if it's not a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you guys are dealing with, then this is a card about working on a project, but this is more of like the talking phase of it. So really just building something. What's the ideas, what's the fine print on this? How do we get this going? So it's kind of just writing out or talking about, the foundation of something, wanting to build something. But there's just a lot of issues at the same time. There could have been someone or maybe a group of people that you guys were arguing with, but I feel like you were going through something heated, although you had a strong sense of where you wanted to go in life. All right, the next card that you guys have for the past, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so when the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse pops up, this is talking about things taking an unexpected turn. All right, they probably didn't go the way that you thought it would. Two of Cups in the reverse, so you had to let something go. Could have been a lover, could have been a friend, could have been a job. Okay, something's just not working out. At minimal, you're arguing with somebody. And with the Strength card in the reverse, guys, this is just something that's debilitating. This is something that's taxing on the soul. All right, the Tower card. So a big change that happened, but I feel like it could have definitely been an uncomfortable thing. Now the Tower card, I like the Tower card. I like when life kind of shakes things up sometimes. But in this case, whatever it was that was changing, I feel like it may have been difficult for you guys to go through, okay? But we have the Three of Wands. So most likely for a lot of you, this is you turning your back, okay, on whatever situation this is and knowing that you want to expand. For a few of you, because this card could be looked at in two ways, for a few of you, it's you waiting for something to come in, okay? So some people are ready to turn their back and walk away from it. Other people are, you know, waiting for something to come in. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So for a majority of you, it's you turning your back on whatever this was, or maybe someone turned their back on you. But you were able to socialize, celebrate, you know, be with friends, be with family, just get out there, be happy. And there's expansion here. So because you chose not to go towards something, you know, you felt good in a situation, you realize that something may have been a waste of time and effort, okay? Maybe it was in regards to love. Maybe you guys wanted, you know, a different situation. Maybe you're with someone and wanted someone else. Or maybe you were kind of like dating around and, you know, now you kind of have your eye on a particular prize. You're shooting your shot. So let's talk about the present moment, guys. The first card that we have here is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So if this isn't you being guarded with money, whether you're, you know, just tight on money or you're saving money, then just a situation that you're very guarded with, okay? Why is this Four of Pentacles in reverse here? Nine of Swords, whatever this is that you're guarded against or that you're withholding, it's bringing you worry. All right, and with the Sun card in the reverse, you may feel like, for some of you, you could have felt like some sort of blessings are blocked, but now that I'm looking at the energy here, because the energy for me is constantly changing, now that I'm looking at the energy, the Sun card in the reverse could be an unexpected blessing. Okay, so either it's blocking it, so Sun card in the reverse, the Sun's being covered, or again, it's just something that you didn't expect, because the Sun card is good things, so in the reverse, it could just be good things that you didn't see coming in. With the Six of Wands, this is a card about victory. You have the Knight of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. So a lot of powerful energy. I see you guys being in a place where you're very, very focused. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Others of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But I feel like whatever this is, this could just be how you guys are carrying yourselves in a situation. So it's going to be something where, again, you know, you're focused, you're being very charismatic, you're able to really influence in a very positive way. If you're thinking about getting into a new business, or you're thinking about getting into a project, or going for an interview, something where you're going to have to be able to fend for yourself and articulate yourself well, it's a good time to do that, okay? I just feel like there's some sort of transition that you guys are going through that you may see as uncomfortable. Why is this Four of Wands in the reverse here? We have the World card. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so something is ending here, guys. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. You have the World card, you have the Chariot. All right, so you're going into a whole new chapter. And the World card, it's always a positive outcome, okay? Closing a book, but the next book is going to be a good one. All right, and with the Chariot, it's you having control. And this is all because, you know, of a situation that you choose, or that you chose not to manifest anymore. Or maybe, you know, there's just a lot of manipulation in something. So there's an imbalance here. But with this new chapter, you guys really take control. But for a lot of you, with this Hermit card here, it may be something that you have to work on solo. Or maybe, again, you had to go into hermit mode. Maybe it could have been away from a person. Maybe you just need time for self-reflection. Maybe you just, again, had to come out of a situation that, you know, you're better off without. Why is this Hermit card here? And this is Steampunk Tarot for anyone who's interested. I know you guys ask me all the time what my cards are. I should start putting that in the description. I'll do that. But we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay? So you saw something for what it is. You're clear on what it is. With the Three of Swords in the reverse, there's still a sense of repressed emotions here, whether it's disappointment, heartbreak, but you knew that you had to remove yourself from something. Now, if this was financial burden, or if this is anything where someone felt rejected, left out in the cold, then that feeling is subsiding. That feeling is lessening. So that's a great thing. But for a lot of you, there's going to be a very significant water sign around Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the King of Cups here. We have the Knight of Cups down here. So you know, again, whether it's business, you know, new love, I see them being a helpful influence for you. Okay. All right. So let's move forward into the future. The first card that you guys got is the Seven of Wands. All right. So with the Seven of Wands here, having to stand your ground through a lot of adversity, a lot of shit coming at you. You know, maybe it's people talking crap. Maybe it's people questioning your motives and moves. Maybe it's someone who's just annoying as crap and it's like, oh my God, Satan, not today, you know? So we have the Knight of Swords. So maybe some of you are having this problem specifically with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or although you're having this problem, you're still thinking clearly. You're still keeping your eye on the prize. Okay, and we have the Tower card, guys. So there is this big change. You guys have two Tower moments, okay, in your present and in your future. With the present Tower moment, there's a sense of, you know, shit, I didn't see things going this way. How am I going to come out of this? But with the future Tower moment, this is a change for the better, because it's like a lot is changing in your life, but in this case, it's helpful. I don't see it being something that was difficult for you or that will be difficult for you. Okay, so a change that I feel works out. Now with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, someone that you choose to stop talking to, something that you stop putting action into or effort into. We have the Empress card and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so something is clearly not working out, and that's what you guys are really moving away from. And I feel like at this point you've already moved away from it. You're just solidifying the fact that you need to move away from it. But with whatever this was, whether it was losing you money or you got to the point where it's like, you know, I put so much time and effort into this, I didn't get what I wanted out of it, you're realizing that, and again, a new start coming in. Okay, is there anything else I want to say with this? No, I just feel like you guys lost faith in something. Okay. And remember, guys, that all of these energies can be vice versa. So it could be something happening to you, something that you're doing to someone else. All right. The last card for the future is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, this is a card about burden, feeling like, you know, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But sometimes the burden comes in because of a lot of hard work you have to do. All right. So let's see what kind of burden you're going to be feeling here. You have the Devil card. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So, energy now. Five of Wands in the reverse. With these cards, guys, yes, it's a very heavy energy, but the good thing about it is that we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse there. So, whatever's causing you problems, whatever's causing you burden, you know, whatever's toxic in your life, you're just not putting effort into that. So, there's a strong energy in your future of, I am not doing this shit. Okay, I'm not. So, yeah, you guys don't want to fight. You don't want to argue. You don't want any pettiness. You don't even want to entertain it. If you have someone yelling at you, I feel like you're just going to be like, okay, give me a call when you're over it. Thanks. You know, and not even. In this case, you don't even want to call. All right. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, this is a sense of you guys moving past a situation that you had to put a lot of thought into. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get past it? What's the best move? What's the most logical move? Okay. But yeah, not feeling balanced in a situation where there could have been manipulation. Okay, now behind that we do have the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that the universe did want you guys to drop. Okay, so yeah, all in all, you guys are definitely in a place where there's a lot of changes that are happening with you, a lot of Tower moments happening. But at the end of the day, whatever wasn't working, whatever's causing you any stress, or maybe you guys are causing someone stress. It takes two to tangle sometimes. But whatever that tumultuous situation is, I see it ending. And because it ends, you have new beginnings. You have, you know, success that comes in. So you just kind of need to, I don't want to say compromise anything, but need to come to terms that you need to part ways with certain things. All right. Now, something I did forget to mention. Every time I pull the middle card, because I do three rows of 3 cards. So this is what you guys have smack in the center. So your present moment, the second card. All right. With that World card, I look at this whole center as what everything connects to. All right. So it's really just a new chapter. But with the World card, it's going to be a good one, guys. All right. Because the chapter can end in the Ten of Swords. a chapter can end in, let's say, like the King of Swords in the reverse. Energies like that. So you don't want to deal with that sort of energy. And although there's things that could be a bit tumultuous for you, you choose to take a better path. Okay, and that's really been the flow that you guys have had for a while, where you keep, it's like monthly, you guys keep looking back at your life. Okay, well, was there anyone who helped me back this month? Was there anything that didn't work in my favor? Were there any energies that just, again, weren't beneficial to me? And I feel like you guys are constantly cleaning out what's not working for you. And the good thing is you guys aren't afraid to, you guys aren't afraid when it comes to realizing what it is that you want. Sometimes you can be hesitant in regards to saying it. But if you're anything like my son, who's an Aries, he's always just speaking his mind. He's telling me what he likes and doesn't like. And, you know, it's just funny because I have this book. It's called Sextrology, if anybody wants to buy it. It's like this huge red book. But it is such an amazing book because it breaks down every sign, male and female, but it talks about the childhood at first. So, you know, as my son being an Aries, I started looking more into the sign because now it's in my life every day. And everywhere he goes, anytime I have to talk to a teacher of some sort or a tutor or, you know, jiu-jitsu teacher, whatever, a coach, they all say the same thing, that they're like, Lissette, he just wants to lead all the time. Like, he's always like, guys, let's do this. And they're like, and it's not even in an annoying way where people like don't want to hang out with him. Like, he's a natural leader. And with you guys, you know, you are the trailblazers of the zodiac. So never forget that. You guys are meant to take on new things. You guys are meant to do things even if they seem scary. You guys most likely, you know, and this isn't going to apply to everyone, but you're probably the ones, you know, in your family that will take an unconventional route. Okay? That, you know, let's say you come from a family of lawyers or a military family, something like that. You could be the one to be like, hey, I want to open a spiritual shop, you know? So you guys can really just take that new path. So don't be afraid of exploring. Don't be afraid of new things. Don't be afraid of moving out of your hometown. I felt like I had to say that. I made a post the other day saying that you don't truly experience the world, okay, until you travel. And a friend of mine, she was telling me, she put it so beautifully. She said that, you know, she's traveled to so many countries in this world. And, you know, I've only traveled pretty much on like the Caribbean and stuff like that. So I don't really have that UK experience or that Australian experience. But she was able to do a lot of stuff. And, you know, when we're home, we can get so much shit for the little things that we do. But she's like, yo, in most places, people don't give a fuck. People don't care. Like, you can live your life so authentically. Okay, so guys, live it authentically. And that's something that I've been, you know, practicing lately. And my parents think I'm freaking insane right now. They're like, oh my God, you're doing so much crazy crap. And I'm like, guys, this is always who I was. I'm just not scared to do it now. So I've dropped a few bombs on my parents recently. I'm like, oh, and by the way, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. And it's been funny. It's been a good time. So let's look at these cards of advice. I pulled 4 for you guys since 1 fell. So we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So a situation that was very conflicting, where somebody really could have been emotionally unstable, okay? And now there's going to be something that comes into your life where you're not as worried, you're not anxious, you're sleeping well, and things are changing for the better. A bullet that you're dodging, okay? Now, for any of you that could be waiting for someone from the past, and this is not to discourage you, but there's someone from the past that you let go of. Could be a friend, could be something romantic, but the key word is this: something that you could be waiting on, or maybe someone who's waiting on you. So if that's actively a situation in your life right now, then talking about people from the past who want to come back, synchronicity, stop fucking calling. All right, so if there's anyone from the past that wants to come back into your life that you have been waiting on, or they are waiting on you, I don't see it working. Okay, keyword: something that you're waiting on, or someone that you know is waiting on you. All right, so if it's an ex-friend or an ex from 3-4 years ago, and they're not even a thought in your mind, and they come back in, I don't feel that that's going to apply. But this is something where somebody's actively waiting here. So let me pull some more cards for you. And that is so funny, guys. Oh my God, I've been going through hell. You can only block people on so many platforms, but that no caller ID will still come in. I'm talking about like 300 missed calls, guys, this week. Shit is insane. Okay, so although you guys may feel a bit unstable or just uneasy about the transition that you're going through, the Temperance card came in, okay, under the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups here as well. So basically what this means, guys, is that whatever was causing conflict or sadness in your life, it just was not meant to be there, okay? Your soul did not want it. When this card comes up, like whether you guys pull tarot cards yourself or you watch people do it, when I see the Temperance card come up, I see this card as like our soul. So when it's in the reverse, your soul is just like, no, I don't want this. It makes me uneasy. It's uncomfortable. Everyone's going to, you know, translate these cards in a different way. But my cards, they know how I speak. They know how I interpret. So they come out, you know, the way that I need them to for me to get the story. But because this is not working out, because your soul says no to this, wish fulfillment comes in. Don't be afraid to do the work though, okay? Roll up your sleeves, guys. Get through the discomfort of, you know, the changes that you're going through, but you have a lot of promising things coming in, all right? So just let yourself transition out of what wasn't working and let this come in, okay? So yeah, just something that you need to put in the past that you didn't have control of. For some of you, maybe it was a third-party situation. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups there in the reverse, so that can be, you know, a cheater player energy, a promiscuous energy, but it could also be somebody that is emotionally unstable for whatever reason. So something wasn't serving you, it's out, and you succeed without it. Okay, simple as that. You succeed without it. All right. So yeah, that pretty much covers that. Now I am going to be doing mid-months this month, which I'm excited about because I haven't done them, I think, in like 4 or 5 months. So I apologize, guys. But I did change my entire booking system, and I'm going to say this just for the next few months so everyone's fully aware. The old one just wasn't working. I really didn't have any sort of boundaries in regards to how many people can purchase readings, and it just got super overwhelming. I went through a lot of changes as well, so I had to cut back. And I'm still catching up from that system, but with the new system, guys, you guys just pick the day that you want it. That's the day that you get it. Bada bing, bada boom. There's emergency options there as well. So if you need something very quick and you're like, let's say, I don't even care about your schedule, just how soon can you get to me? You guys can do that as well. With the emergency readings there, we can always do it by phone call or Skype, Zoom, whatever it is. For the regular readings, I offer 2 different types. One where it's a pre-recorded reading that's sent to you, and then another one that we speak live, so you guys have options. And then I also offer questions as well. Now again, I did say that I post daily energies on Instagram, so you guys could always check that out. I post the order of the signs every month, so you could always screenshot that. I should post it like every day as people are waiting, but I only post it once, so yeah, just catch it there. And yeah, so I answer questions through Instagram as well. So after the daily energy, I put the prices and all that, and you guys can just DM me, say, hey, you know, I have a few questions for you, or you could get the full length reading, whatever it is that you feel that you need, okay? And I read on everything, guys, okay? The only thing I don't do is any sort of medium work. That's just not something I want to dabble into. And I don't do anything that has to do with something that I feel is wrong. Like if you were to ask me, what can I do to get revenge? What can I do to hurt somebody? I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to entertain it. And also, guys, I do want to put a disclaimer for anybody, because I mean, I've done it once or twice with people who are like in crisis. But if you guys feel like you're in a place where you might feel like you want to harm yourself or anything like that. I say this with all the love in the world, that I love you, virtual hug. But if you feel like something is that heightened and that's what you're coming to me for, then I'm going to feel uncomfortable with just dealing with it, because I feel like at that point, that's when we need a professional to step in, or, you know, a very close friend or family. So I'm here for guidance. I'm here for whatever y'all need. But if you feel like you're in a place where you're really, you know, about to go through the roof with certain things, then you might want to handle that a little bit. And then, you know, get a reading once you feel better. Just know, guys, tarot is something for guidance. It's, you know, we're not here to give you all the answers to life. Okay, so if you feel like things are heavy, then you might need other help. So I really just want to put that out there. I want to keep the energies light. I don't mind dealing with heavy stuff if it's like breakups and, you know, maybe abusive situations. I get it. I've been there and I'm here to help. But yeah, anything, you know, that's talking about life-threatening situations, anything like that, I'm going to send you love and direct you to someone that can actually help, that, you know, went to school. I just have life experiences. I don't have a PhD, so I want to stay in my lane. Okay, guys? I love y'all so much. I'll be back with your mid-months. Don't think I don't love you because you guys are one of the last readings, but just know I change everything up. So with the mid-months, you definitely won't be last. Okay? Take care, Aries.